104.5 The Team.
Matt Woods here with your 104.5 The Team Sports Center update. The Chicago Cubs and Chicago White Sox have agreed on a deal sending Jose Quintana to the Cubs for 4 prospects. Of those prospects, the White Sox will get back is Eloy Jimenez, the Cubs' #1 prospect. With the move, the White Sox now join the Yankees as the only teams in MLB with 7 prospects in MLB's top 100. At Wimbledon today, Venus Williams advances to the Wimbledon finals after beating Joanna Konta in straight sets. Williams will face off against Garbine Muguruza on Saturday. Should she win, she would be the oldest Grand Slam champion in the Open era at 37 years old. In the NBA last night, Lakers star rookie Lonzo Ball was seen wearing Nikes during the Summer League matchup against the Philadelphia 76ers. His father, Lonzo Ball, has come out saying that Lonzo is not negotiating with Nike. Right now, though, it is socially awkward media on Levack Goz on 104.5 The Team.
And now, it's time for Socially Awkward Media with Levack Goz. Awkward on 104.5 The Team.
We are especially awkward today for Socially Awkward Media because we're out live. We're at Charlie's Saloon in the Great Escape. And this is the one, Goz has been waiting for this all week. He is so fired up for Socially Awkward Media this week, and I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing for the rest of us.
Yeah, it's going to take a big turn at the end on this one for sure. It's going to start off nice and easy, like a regular ride, and then it's going to take a quick up and down. It's going to be all over the place.
So it's going to be Steam and Demon-esque, or the Boomerang even.
It already started off with a nice awkward start. I decided to say, hey, you know where's a good place to put my water is on top of my cell phone without a case on it, and maybe that won't affect my cell phone. So Socially Awkward Media, don't forget you can always be a part of our show whenever you want via social media. Leave us comments on Facebook.com/1045 The Team. You can always email them to the show. Our email's on our Twitter, which you can also hit us up on as well, at the Jeff Levack. It's the Levacks at 1045 The Team account, and mine is at Tom Gonz, TOMGOZZ. We'll start with John. John wrote in, did you ever think that there was a legit chance of Sir Gary knocking out Stanton in the first round of the Home Run Derby?
I will say this. When I was doing our original picks, remember I said it's going to be somebody we're not thinking of, like Sanchez is going to win it. Now, I was saying that as an example, not really a prediction, but I'm still going to take credit. Yes, I did.
I didn't think so. Stanton was on his home park. He had everything going for him, and it was a good battle at the end, too.
It was a great battle.
Still almost took him out. No, I would have told you I was going to get a Stanton Judge finish.
I bet you Gary starts hitting better after that.
Ooh.
I bet you he hits better. They've released the Kraken.
Mark McGuire tweeted into the show. Usually he comes and visits us when we're out live. Like, he'll just, sprout out. I'm sure he's on, the comment right now or something. Mark McGuire wrote in, everyone else in the Home Run Derby was swinging a driver from their heels. Aaron Judge was hitting a lob wedge 350 yards.
It was, you're watching these guys, their first round, everybody looks off. Until the very end, they start, as Teixeira was pointing out, they're dropping their hands, their step isn't as big as it was, and they're sweating and everything else. All the way to the end, Judge is just like he's swatting flies on the deck. You know what I mean? Like, he's just, no big deal. This is what I do. I hit home runs.
We moved to the All-Star game. Michael George wrote this in. They told Pitbull to go balls out. He didn't understand what they meant. That was a really tight uniform Pitbull had on. Really tight.
I'm not going to, no comment.
Yep. Well, Ben tweeted this in. I loved every bit of the All-Star game. I love a good old-fashioned pitcher's duel. Mets fan, and I absolutely loved Harper milking it up. He was fantastic. Mic'd up. He spelled it wrong. Doesn't matter. We get what he meant.
He was... what is he, 24?
24, four-time All-Star.
Can you imagine being 24? You're in the All-Star game. Joe Buck, who, whether you like him or not, he is like the face of play-by-play. You know what I mean? Like, everybody goes, when he go to the booth, that's who you see is him and his, hairline. It starts on the back of his neck.
Don't do that.
And you I like him. Most people hate him.
There's a lot of stories about that hair transplant. Go on.
Yeah.
Go on with your point, though.
And not only did you, own the interview. You took it over and changed it. Hey, how's Dak Prescott going to be this year? Like I don't want to answer your questions, Joe. What I would like to do is find out how my favorite quarterback is going to be.
He's young enough to still be calling him Mr. Buck. Right. He's not, hey, Joe, how's everything going? No, yes, he is for Bryce Harper. I got a lot of traction on this on Twitter. Probably too many comments, honestly. Gary Sanchez, we brought up earlier. I made my top 6 Gary list. Number 1 was my former high school coach, so I'll take him off if people don't know him. But my all-time Garys included Gary Busey, Gary Sanchez, Gary the Snail from SpongeBob, Gary Coleman from Different Strokes, and legendary NBA player Gary Payton. Did I leave any Garys off, and are you not a fan of my list?
It's funny because when I first looked at it, I was just so excited to write Gary the Snail. I didn't see that you wrote him already. So I think Gary the Snail should have been rated a little higher.
Yeah.
Busey, no, that's a pretty solid list.
A lot of people are mad that I snubbed Gary Delabate from the Howard Stern Show, also known as Baba Booey.
Yeah.
Some people are mad I snubbed Gary from Teen Mom. From the MTV
I don't
show.
even know what that is.
Oh, man.
I don't even
Gary's
know what
the
you're saying.
man. All right, I'll move on. D-Mills wrote this in. D-Mills calls in, by the way. When you call in D-Mills, go ahead and call yourself D-Mills. Like, he goes, like, by Jack and other things. D-Mills wrote in, I've never agreed with you more, Goz, involving the closer theory on betting on horses. And I know nothing about horses. My theory, I'll continue to bet with closer until he starts to lose me money, and I'll stop listening to him.
Oh, see, but this is what I want. I want you both to make a pick every Friday. I'll bet them both, as long as they're not the same race. and I want to see who does better by the end of the year. I think all 3 of us should make a pick every Friday.
Okay, I'm cool with that. I like all those ideas.
Because he's like a diehard, addicted horse racer. Like he's got the pencil in his ear every day and everything.
I thought I was until I met him.
Right. It's like a hobby that you and your father enjoy, so you break it down a little more than most. And then there's me who's like, I like the number 3. It's nice.
I can't wait to see who wins the most cash. Hopefully we win cash. I hope. Next Friday we'll be there.
I'll be happy.
Live at Saratoga, Levack and I, 2 to 6 next week. Our guy, Coach Will Brown, tweeted into the show. He said, the New York Knicks should give all of that money they gave to Tim Hardaway Jr. to his father, Tim Hardaway Sr.
Does he mean to run the team?
Sure.
Okay.
We'll take him.
I mean, right, or is he just saying he can play better than his son right now?
Man, me and you both think he's pretty good, Tim Hardaway
I don't
Jr.
think he's worth the money they spent.
Probably not, no.
But I think that's also, I think that's a statement signing. I think that's a, Phil made so many mistakes, and this is yet another one of them. So we're going to fix his mistake, even if we have to overpay to fix it. We never should have let Hardaway Jr. leave.
I hope he's good, but the last couple moves like Rose and Noah haven't been good, so that alone makes me lose faith.
Did they buy out Noah?
Not yet, no.
Okay.
We'll do our best. Oh, don't worry, he's already missing a few games because of that suspension, so he's off to a great start. Peter tweeted into the show, can we please get a bus trip together for garbage plate night at Frontier Field?
I think this is your job, because this is your neck of the woods. I think you should do this, and I'm in.
My favorite garbage plate place closed down in May, and I'm just still devastated by it. However, we're going to try to go to the Buffalo Bills training camp, which is in Pittsburgh, which is close to Rochester. We had August 7th as a date possible, but garbage plate night is August 10th. So I kind of want to have this happen. And Bartolo Colon is with the Minnesota Twins now, so there's potential that Bartolo Colon could be playing for the Rochester Plates and eating garbage plates that same night. Too much. We got to make it happen.
Yeah, I'm in. I'm totally. If it's something where we all have to get together and, pay $50 a head to do it or something like that, I'm still in. Let's do it.
Rusty tweeted this in, and I'm not a fan of this tweet. For that Donovan McNabb stuff you have in your office, Goss, of the Hall of Fame, it's the only way his name will end up there. Show episodes. That shows.
Did you also yell cabs here every time your ride showed up?
T-shirt time, the T-shirt before the T-shirt. It was a cultural phenomenon. I heard it's August. The reunion is set, but they're not going to, you told me this yesterday, so I went deep into research.
I knew you would.
I didn't watch the shows. I just dug deep. August is the alleged reunion show, but they're not going to go to the bars. They're just going to recap what their life is. I don't want that. I want them back in there. I want them partying away.
Yeah, the fun of that show is those guys together.
Yes.
I don't really care what they're doing right now.
Somehow, yesterday, you and Woods had conspired together to accuse me of wanting to fight Marlins man, old people.
I don't think it was conspiring
women.
or anything. I think Woods and I were just, paying attention, and we caught that you were very angry at all these people and that you wanted to be violent towards them.
There had been polls that had come in. One poll had won close to 40% of votes, saying that I should fight J.J. Watt's grandmother.
She would kick your butt.
31%, I'm sorry, my number's off. 31% wanted me to fight that. 26% Marlins man. Another poll on our own at 104.5 The Team account. 39% of our listeners accused me and want me to fight my own grandmother. At 83 years old, they want me to fight.
She beats you all the time, though.
She does not, and I don't know where that drop came from. It was edited. It was
not edited. It was taken out, and it was just. I thought it just explains so much about you.
31%.
That's why you drive like an old lady, because she'd whoop you if you drove any faster.
Assorted Cubs fans. I got here almost on time today, I'd like to point out.
You weren't late. I think everybody was early today.
Both Dan and Josh
My
both
grandma
want me to
beats
fight
me
the
constantly.
Yeah, I know, guys, but you're safe now.
Dan and Josh both said the same thing. Can I pick another and choose Goz to fight Rolly Massimino?
Oh, yeah, you hate
Dan
him.
wrote in, I even want to fight Rolly Massimino after that. Now, I've heard his name said both ways, so I gave it both on that.
Yeah.
If you don't know the story, that's the only person I've really got into it before in the interview. I called an 80-something-year-old coach who people forgot was still coaching at like the Division III level at 8:30 in the morning. He was a bit grouchy, cranky. It was a 2-minute interview live on the air, so people want me to fight a former Villanova coach, and maybe I'd consider that.
He hadn't had his Metamucil yet.
Bocce
Would you fight him, J.J. Watt's grandmother, and Marlins man all at once in a handicap match?
Yes.
Okay.
Bocce, the Botch, your boy, wrote this in. Today I was counting how many times Goz said something mean about old people. It's 11 times so far.
See, you hate old people. It's a known thing.
And the last one here. Now, while you were off on vacation, Woods and I filled in. And believe it or not, I don't know how this happens. I don't know how this happened, but social media was actually pretty kind to us. We got some really nice messages about the nice job Woods and I had done, especially Woods.
I'm an acquired taste.
Joel was not a fan of Woods. Joel wrote in,
Joel.
About time you're back, Levack. It's hard to listen to the show with Turkey Boy on the mic.
Now, first of all, let me tell you a little bit about my buddy Joel. Great guy. Went to a Yankees game with him. He has the best collection of beer you've ever seen in your life. He has a fridge dedicated to beer, and we're talking to like random IPAs you cannot find. Like he's got a case of Heady Topper. Like he's ready to go. So if he wants to say heart instead of hard, understand my man is enjoying his time. So leave him alone. And it's Turkey Boy because we had Woods chase a turkey around the yard that one time. So I completely understand what he's saying.
If you go on her Facebook page, you will see still the video of Woods chasing a turkey. And again, you get a lot of nice comments on Twitter, which isn't, it's not common when you're filling in for somebody. It's like a substitute teacher. Either the class is going to love you because you can do whatever you want, or they're going to be really mad that the teacher is not there because the person's a jerk. Woods got every positive comment except that and the new nickname, Turkey Boy.
Turkey Boy. Yeah, I'm all right with it. I kind of like it. Levack and Goz, 104.5, The Team. You never let me talk to Doug Sherman.
Doug Sherman's the best, all right? He's a radio legend. He's a television legend. He's a CNY legend. Doug Sherman's up to something at ESPN, and I blocked you from this interview.
Are you afraid that if I talk to him, I'm going to bring up the stories of your hometown?
Oh, I'm sure he's going to do it in this interview. Don't you worry. Sherman will. He's my boy.
Goz and Doug Sherman talking about Syracuse and God knows what else. Coming up next.
I'm Roger Weiland. Coming up tomorrow on Big Board Sports, we're talking Yankees and Red Sox in the start of the second half of the Major League Baseball. And Bob Nightingale, lead writer USA Today, baseball columnist, joins the program at 11:30. Big Board Sports on 104.5 The Team, ESPN Radio.
Trustco Bank has hometown checking with free online banking, free debit card, and free use of over 55,000 ATMs worldwide. It's the right time to move to Trustco. Go to TrustcoBank.com for details.
Your hometown bank, Trustco.
Member FDIC.
Ho, ho, ho! The Christmas spirit is bouncing your way. Grab your friends and get your jollies on with the insane inflatable 5K, the world's most spirited 5K obstacle run. We're celebrating Christmas in July with an insane gift for new participants. Register between July 11th and July 14th using the promo code SANTA and take $14 off the checkout price. Register today at insaneinflatable5k.com.
Join the fun Saturday, September 9th at Elms Family Farm, sponsored by Ben Fitness. Join now and pay no enrollment fee for a limited time.
Attention, Class A truck drivers. Are you tired of not being paid unless the wheels are turning? Tired of being on the road for a week or weeks at a time? Looking for that great local hourly driving job with paid overtime? Well, look no further. Earl T. Wadhams, a division of Wadhams Enterprises, is hiring local home daily drivers